From October 6, 2025, major updates to the free bus pass scheme in the United Kingdom will officially take effect, creating a wave of interest, relief, and concern among millions of pensioners and seniors who rely on this scheme for their independence. The free bus pass is not just a small perk. For decades, it has symbolized dignity, mobility, and equal access for older citizens. It has meant the ability to visit family, to attend medical appointments, to maintain friendships, and to take part in community activities without the constant worry of rising transport costs. That is why these changes, which affect eligibility and expand coverage, are being discussed at every level of society, from Parliament in Westminster to pensioners' groups in local community centres. The most significant update is that eligibility for the free bus pass in England will no longer be set at a fixed age, but will instead rise in line with the state pension age. This means that as the state pension age increases in the coming years, the age at which someone qualifies for a free bus pass will also rise. For those already over 70, nothing changes, they will keep their bus pass. But for those approaching retirement, this could mean waiting longer before they qualify. The government argues that this change is essential to maintain fairness and financial sustainability in a country with an aging population. Yet many campaigners and seniors organizations argue that it risks excluding people during a period of life when affordable transport is most critical. Alongside the eligibility change comes a much broader expansion of what the free bus pass covers. Starting on October 6, seniors will see their passes accepted on a wider range of routes, including rural and inter-county services that were previously excluded in many areas. This expansion is especially meaningful for pensioners in isolated communities. Imagine a 76-year-old pensioner in Northumberland who currently uses her pass to get to her nearest town, but must still pay out of pocket to travel to Newcastle for hospital treatment. Under the new rules, her journey to Newcastle will finally be covered. In Cornwall and Devon, seniors who have long complained of being stranded in rural villages without affordable travel options will gain far greater freedom. In Scotland and Wales, where universal schemes are already more generous, seniors are expected to see further improvements, ensuring that people in smaller towns and rural regions are not cut off from essential services. This change has drawn heated political debate. Keir Starmer voiced his concerns in clear terms, saying, "We cannot risk creating barriers for those in their early 70s who already face health challenges and social isolation." Free bus travel is not a luxury. It is a necessity. He argued that raising eligibility in line with the pension age may appear logical on paper, but could prove socially damaging in reality. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak defended the move, stating, "By linking bus passes to the state pension age, we are ensuring the system remains consistent, fair, and affordable for the future, while expanding the scheme to cover more routes than ever before." This clash between the Labour and Conservative perspectives highlights the broader tension in British politics between financial prudence and social support, with seniors caught at the heart of the debate. Real-life experiences reveal just how impactful this scheme is. A 75-year-old retired nurse in Manchester called her bus pass a lifeline. She explained how it allowed her to attend weekly community groups that keep her socially engaged and mentally strong. While she welcomed the news of expanded coverage, she admitted to feeling anxious for her younger friends, who may face longer waits before receiving the same support. A pensioner in South Wales told reporters that although his bus pass entitlement would remain unchanged, he worries that his children's generation will face stricter limits, with the qualifying age potentially being pushed back further. These stories bring the issue to life far more powerfully than statistics ever could. Experts in public transport have raised questions about the strain these reforms might place on already stretched services. Expanding the routes included in the scheme means more passengers will be eligible for free travel. Without proper investment in fleets, staffing and infrastructure, there is a risk of overcrowding and delays. The Local Government Association has urged the government to provide councils with clear guidance and funding so that they can manage the transition smoothly. Bus operators themselves have welcomed the chance to serve more passengers, but stress that financial backing will be crucial to ensure reliability and efficiency. Charities and campaigners have also weighed in strongly. Age UK welcomed the expansion of coverage but raised serious concerns about the link between eligibility and pension age. They warned that delaying access to free travel could have long-term consequences for seniors' health, both physical and mental. Research has repeatedly shown that social isolation and lack of mobility lead to higher NHS costs in the long run. Seniors who cannot afford bus fares may skip medical appointments or withdraw from community life, increasing the burden on health and social services later. In their words, affordable travel is preventative care, and preventing loneliness is as important as treating illness. The emotional dimension of this issue cannot be overstated. For many seniors, the bus pass is not simply a card that allows travel, it represents freedom. It means being able to visit grandchildren without asking for help, to shop independently, to join social clubs, to attend faith services, and to take part in community events. Removing or delaying access to such independence can feel like stripping away a vital part of life. Pensioners often describe the first time they use their bus pass as a moment of empowerment, a reassurance that society values their contribution over the years, by granting them the dignity of mobility in older age. That is why any change to this scheme is met with such strong feelings across the country. The reform also reflects a bigger question about the direction of British social policy. Should benefits like the free bus pass be universal, provided to everyone over a certain age regardless of income, or should they be targeted at those most in need? Some economists argue that wealthier pensioners do not need free bus travel, and that restricting eligibility would save money. Yet opponents of means testing argue that universality avoids bureaucracy, reduces stigma, and reinforces social cohesion by treating all seniors equally. This philosophical divide is unlikely to be resolved soon, but it will shape debates around the bus pass scheme for years to come. Looking ahead, October 6, 2025, will mark both continuity and change. For seniors already holding a bus pass, the day will bring relief and added convenience as more routes open up for free travel. For those approaching retirement, it may mean reassessing when they can realistically expect to receive this entitlement. And for politicians, councils and campaign groups, it will represent another chapter in the ongoing struggle to balance affordability with fairness in a society where the needs of older citizens grow more pressing each year. Ultimately, the UK bus pass is about much more than buses. It is about independence, equality, and the kind of society Britain chooses to be. If seniors are able to travel freely, they are more active, healthier, and more engaged. If their travel is restricted, the consequences ripple outwards into healthcare costs, community participation, and family life. That is why these reforms matter so deeply, and why the debate over them has become so passionate. As the reforms approach, pensioners and families are being encouraged to check their local council websites for updated details about eligibility, routes, and any additional benefits that may apply in their area. Communities are preparing to hold information sessions, while charities are ramping up awareness campaigns to ensure no senior is left confused or excluded. On October 6th, seniors across the nation will wake up knowing that the system has changed, and for many, that day will bring greater freedom. For others, it will highlight the ongoing challenges of growing older in a society balancing compassion and cost. The free bus pass has endured for decades because it delivers real tangible benefits. As it evolves once again, its role as a cornerstone of dignity and independence for older citizens remains unshaken. Seniors have fought hard to defend it, politicians know its popularity cannot be ignored, and families recognize the relief it provides. Whether expanded, delayed, or debated, the bus pass continues to stand as a vital promise that in Britain, growing older does not have to mean losing freedom.